The world's vast and deep oceans have become home to truly colossal, powerful, futuristic machines of war.
Aircraft carriers, the ultimate symbol of modern naval power, have successfully ruled the high seas for many decades.
But now, a new generation of advanced carriers emerges, stealthy, autonomous, and far more lethal than ever before.
These advanced floating fortresses are no longer just massive platforms for launching planes. They are strategic weapons.
They can dramatically shift the global balance of power with just a single, decisive strategic maneuver.
The United States Navy currently leads the charge, pioneering next-generation technology with their revolutionary Ford-class carriers.
New electromagnetic launch systems, next-generation radar, and highly advanced automation. These ships are technological marvels.
This incredible technology reduces demanding crew requirements while simultaneously maximizing the carrier's total combat output.
On board these massive vessels, advanced drones and traditional manned aircraft now operate together seamlessly in tandem.
This integration extends their operational reach hundreds of miles, far beyond traditional naval air wings. The advanced Ford-class carrier is not just a ship. It is a mobile, self-contained fortress.
It's a command center capable of projecting overwhelming American military power globally, anywhere on Earth.
China is rapidly developing its Type 00s and 3 carriers, closing the technological gap with the US.
These new carriers integrate advanced stealth features, modern radar arrays, and innovative new catapult launch systems.
This allows for much faster and heavier next-generation aircraft deployment from the deck.
The current Chinese naval strategy emphasizes the carrier as a primary tool of strategic deterrence. They are asserting powerful influence across the highly contested South China Sea and regions far beyond.
While China's naval aviation program is still relatively young, its aggressive innovation is rapidly accelerating.
This new capability signals a very serious challenge to traditional United States naval dominance.
Russia, historically less carrier-focused, is now investing in hybrid supercarriers and new assault ships.
These vessels are capable of launching both aircraft and highly advanced long-range missile systems.
The Russian approach strongly prioritizes multi-role flexibility, combining air power with very heavy missile strike capabilities. In frigid Arctic and vast Pacific waters, these carriers are designed to operate in stealthy conditions. They leverage geography and new technology to offset their distinct numerical disadvantages against other navies. Stealth technology, minimizing detection, is undeniably the next great frontier for modern aircraft carrier design. Specialized radar-absorbing hull coatings, reduced electronic signatures, and advanced hull designs are all key components.
These advancements work together, making the new generation of carriers much harder to detect by radar.
Autonomous reconnaissance drones now supplement the fleet, scouting hundreds of miles ahead of the main vessel.
Their primary mission is to detect threats early and protect the high-value carrier strike group.
The age of the easily visible, massive floating fortress is rapidly coming to an end.
It's being replaced by near-invisible giants that are silently shaping all modern naval warfare strategy.
Modern aircraft carriers are no longer just symbols of national strength. They are vital tools of global strategy.
Their precise positioning directly influences global trade routes, delicate regional stability, and critical military alliances.
A single modern carrier strike group can project overwhelming air power across an entire theater of operations.
This presence deters potential aggression from rivals, often without ever firing a single shot.
As the US, China, and Russia aggressively continue innovating, the next decade will be decisive.
The oceans will be dominated not by size alone, but by technology, automation, and stealth.
The modern aircraft carrier's deck is no longer limited to operations involving only manned aircraft.
Unmanned aerial vehicles, or drones, now dominate reconnaissance, electronic warfare, and increasingly, precision strikes.
Drones can operate in collaborative swarms, extending the carrier's reach hundreds of miles beyond its hull. These drones scout enemy positions, relentlessly jam their radar systems, and can engage targets. In some scenarios, they are authorized to engage these hostile targets completely autonomously.
For the first time in history, carriers can strike silently and unseen from great distances.
This reduces lethal risk to human crews, while dramatically maximizing the total battlefield impact.
Alongside the rise of drones, advanced electronic warfare capabilities have become absolutely vital for survival.
Next-gen carriers deploy powerful jamming systems capable of blinding enemy radar and crippling their communications. Cyber warfare is now a completely integral layer of modern naval combat and strategy. Fleets deploy autonomous systems to monitor, infiltrate, and actively disrupt critical adversary networks.
A modern naval battle may begin and end entirely without traditional missile or gunfire. Instead, it is fought through signals, satellites, and vulnerable undersea communication cables. Even the most advanced and powerful aircraft carriers are critically vulnerable to threats beneath the waves.
Hostile submarines, both manned and autonomous, silently patrol international waters, hunting for high-value targets.
They are capable of launching torpedoes and cruise missiles with truly devastating, lethal accuracy. Every carrier must operate alongside a dedicated escort fleet, anti-submarine drones, and advanced sonar arrays.
The primary mission of this protective screen is to detect and neutralize underwater threats early.
The vast Pacific and Atlantic Oceans are now incredibly complex, layered battlefields. Conflicts are waged simultaneously above the waves, on the surface, and deep below the waves.
These powerful next-generation carriers are deployed specifically to influence volatile global geopolitical flashpoints. From the South China Sea to the Mediterranean, carrier deployments signal strong national intent and deterrence.
They are, in effect, floating statements of national power and a highly visible presence.
This presence shapes alliances, warns potential rivals, and protects vital international trade routes. Every single maneuver is monitored by satellites, and every mission is intensely analyzed by rivals.
Every carrier group movement, no matter how small, carries immense geopolitical and political weight.
To function effectively, these modern carriers must rely on unprecedented levels of advanced automation.
Deck operations, complex flight launches, and routine maintenance are all becoming heavily mechanized systems.
This automation drastically increases efficiency while reducing the total need for massive, vulnerable human crews.
Automation increases efficiency, reduces human error, and allows carriers to operate longer without resupply.
The flight deck of a modern stealth carrier is now a seamless, fast ballet of technology.
It is a ballet of precision, projecting silent, overwhelming power across the world's oceans.
Despite all this incredible technology, highly trained human expertise remains the most critical component.
Pilots, engineers, and officers must master next-gen systems while operating in high-pressure environments.
Advanced simulation training, AI-assisted mission planning, and live fire exercises are all constantly utilized.
This ensures that all crews can respond to emerging, complex threats instantly and decisively.
In the invisible battle space of drones, cyber warfare, and advanced stealth, the stakes are high. Human decision-making is still the final safeguard between a tense conflict and total catastrophe.
Hold fire.
As aircraft carriers continue to evolve, so does the complex, invisible war that rages around them. Every single maneuver is calculated, every deployment strategic, and every technological edge is fully exploited.
Stealth technology, drones, cyber operations, and full automation are no longer optional tactical advantages.
They now define who will dominate the world's oceans in the uncertain decades to come.
The oceans will belong not to the nation with the largest ship, but to the smartest.
Victory belongs to the most adaptable, the most innovative, and the most prepared naval force.
You must imagine the world's oceans as a vast, three-dimensional, and high-stakes geopolitical chessboard.
Carrier strike groups glide silently across the waves, like the queen piece on the board.
Each move is calculated to project power, deter rivals, and reassure critical national allies.
But in this modern, complex game of naval strategy, the stakes are now higher than ever before.
A miscalculated maneuver near the contested South China Sea could escalate tensions almost instantly.
Hard to port!
A hostile submarine detected too late. Or a cyber intrusion could trigger a catastrophic response.
In these invisible battles, high-stakes diplomacy and open warfare constantly intersect with each other.
In this dangerous new environment, the margin for error is razor thin.
Artificial intelligence, or AI, is now fundamentally transforming all modern aircraft carrier operations.
AI systems analyze data, predict enemy movements, and even analyze drone and aircraft performance.
These systems can optimize the entire flight deck for maximum efficiency in real-time combat. Future conflicts may be decided by AI in seconds, before human crews even have time to react. This invisible war is guided by cold algorithms, but the consequences remain profoundly and tragically human.
AI itself does not fire the first shot, as humans are still in the loop.
But AI can ensure that when the first strike is authorized, it is overwhelmingly devastating. Despite their immense, concentrated power, even these modern aircraft carriers have critical weaknesses. Missile saturation attacks, stealthy submarine ambushes, and electronic warfare are all constant, lethal threats.
These tactics can threaten and overwhelm even the most advanced and well-defended vessels and vessels.
This makes protective escort fleets, early warning systems, and undersea reconnaissance absolutely essential for survival.
Every carrier's survival depends on a complex dance of early detection, strategic deception, and decisive action.
It is a constant, high-stakes game of cat and mouse, played with lethal consequences.
This deadly game is played across hundreds of miles of deep, unforgiving, open ocean. Aircraft carriers shape geopolitical alliances just as much as they shape the outcome of battles. The deployment of a single supercarrier can reassure allies and intimidate potential rivals.
It is also a powerful tool used to maintain freedom of navigation on the seas.
Yet these sane movements, seen as provocation, can trigger tension, deep mistrust, and rapid escalation.
The world watches, analyzes, and responds to submarines, and every naval exercise carries geopolitical weight. Technology is undeniably vital, but human beings remain the beating heart of all carrier operations.
Pilots, deck crews, engineers, and officers must all operate in high-pressure, demanding environments. They work where every single decision, large or small, carries enormous, life or death consequences.
Naval training has evolved to include complex cyber simulations and advanced AI-assisted strategy.
This prepares them for real-time decision-making while operating under conditions of extreme stress.
In a world that is increasingly dominated by drones and complex automation, one thing remains. The creative, adaptable human mind remains the final and most important line of defense.
The aircraft carriers of the next decade will be faster, stealthier, and far more integrated.
They will be more digitally integrated with their fleets than ever before in naval history. They will operate with fleets of drones, undersea sensors, and AI-driven command systems.
Assets coordinated.
Autonomous drone swarms will extend their operational reach, scouting and striking deep inland.
Advanced cyber warfare capabilities will ensure total dominance across multiple, interconnected battlefield domains. The next generation of aircraft carriers will not just rule the world's oceans.
They will fundamentally redefine the very concept of global, strategic power itself. The vast oceans of the world are no longer open, empty, and undefended spaces. They have become a high-stakes, invisible theater of strategy, advanced technology, and national ambition.
Stealth giants now sail silently, shaping the delicate balance of global power with every maneuver.
This power is shaped by every drone launch, every cyber operation, and every calculated risk. The new era of the invisible, seemingly unstoppable supercarrier has now officially begun. Because of this technology, the world will truly never be the same again.
The sea belongs not to the nation with the largest ship, but to the most advanced.
It belongs to the most cunning, the most adaptable, and the most prepared force. This is the new reality of naval warfare. Welcome to the age of the stealth giants.